Hello and welcome to Not Your Roommate's Crockpot Meal. The Not Your Family's Workshop series is brought to you by AmeriCorps and the Cincinnati Public Allies. To learn more, visit nyfworkshops.com/about. Today we are going to discuss the benefits of using a crockpot as well as share a recipe. Cooking with a crockpot or slow cooker has many benefits in the kitchen. Whether you are trying to save money or time, a slow cooker can be an important tool to utilize. For example, a slow cooker can tenderize an inexpensive cut of meat by cooking it on low for a long period of time. Also, crockpots use less energy than an oven would. Slow cookers usually allow for one-step preparation. Placing all the ingredients in the slow cooker saves on prep time and cuts down on cleanup.
Hello everybody, and welcome to Not Your Roommate's Crockpot Meal. My name's Connie Seho, and I'm coming to you from my kitchen in Montfort Heights to share a great recipe with you, an easy recipe. It's a gorgeous day today, and we would much rather be outside doing something fun rather than sitting in the kitchen, slaving over a hot stove. So the crock pot is the greatest invention ever. And honestly, this one, you can just dump all the ingredients in, pop that lid on there, and set it on low for about 6 hours. Beautiful. You're gonna love it. This is slow cooker Southwestern chicken. The recipe comes from Taste of Home, so if you wanted to Google that and see the recipe exactly, you could. It takes about 10 minutes to prep it. Takes about 6 hours to cook it on low, and it makes about 6 servings. Some things you might want to have, and like I like to get everything organized ahead of time, you might want a little Pam to spray your crock pot so it'll be easy cleanup. I think that's a good idea. And then you want 2 cans of whole kernel corn, and just to save on time, I opened my can already with the can opener, and we're going to drain that. So I have a little drainer thing over here, so I'm dumping it in and draining it real easy like so. Let me go this way so you can kind of see there. That's what we got going on. It's do you get to look at me or do you get to look at the food? I'm not sure exactly. We'll try to do a little of each. You need a can of black beans, and what I did with the black beans, they're already out of the can, and I put them in that drainer thing because you dump them in and then rinse them. Do you have to? No, but is it probably better? Yes. Okay, there's a lot of starchy, gummy stuff in there. It's better just to rinse them off, okay? And then you want a 16-ounce jar of salsa, and this is my favorite, and this is the Tostitos Mild, but if you like a little extra kick, they have a not so mild version. Okay, so whatever salsa gives you joy, go with that. 6 boneless, skinless chicken breasts, and this is what we have here. The crew who is coordinating this show brought the ingredients to my house this morning, so that's what we got going on there. And then a packet of taco seasoning. Okay, that makes it easy. This was not in the original recipe, but somebody suggested that you put the chicken breast, like roll it into the taco seasoning to give it a little extra flavor, maybe. I even go easier than that. I put the chicken breast in, put this on top of the chicken breast, sprinkle this all over, and then put all the other ingredients on top. And then the recipe calls for a cup of cheddar cheese that you're going to put on at the very end. But my friend who coordinated this suggested a block of cream cheese. So we're just going to put the block of cream cheese in. I personally think you could put this in the last hour, okay? I don't think it needs to go in the very beginning. This will melt really quickly. So the last hour, last half hour, you'd be good to go. Just if you're a person who's trying to consider how much do things cost, I just want to let you know that taco seasoning was 49 cents. That's a great price. The chunky salsa was $3.49. You can get it a lot cheaper if you bought like a Kroger brand or something. But I got to tell you, whenever I go, that's the brand I get because that's what I like. The corn was 65 cents a can, although I did notice as I was searching, you can get Fiesta style corn, which is a little more of like, it's got some other little colorful things like pimento and perhaps green pepper, I'm not sure, in the Fiesta corn, and that is 4 cans for $3. And those are a smaller size can, but that looked good to me. The black beans were 89 cents a can, and the cream cheese was 90 cents for that block of cream cheese. The chicken, the price is still on the chicken, was $11.38, and you're basically getting almost 2 pounds of chicken here. I think that's crazy high. I think you can get your chicken for a lot less than that if you shop around a little bit. Catch it on sale and put it in your freezer, and then you're in good shape. And then I would suggest to you, once you're ready, well, you know what, when you go to shop, you may as well get all this stuff at the same time, right? Some toppings, when you go to serve this, I think it might be good to put it over rice, okay? I know at Chipotle, they have like a white rice that's flavored, probably with a little bit of butter or olive oil and lime juice, and that tastes really good. If you wanted to make it look a little more Mexican-ish, you could put in a can of fire-roasted tomatoes and stir that together with your rice, and then squeeze that lime over it. I think that would be really good. So brown rice, white rice, whatever brings you joy. Some other toppings. I love black olives with my Mexican food. I love sour cream. I love avocados or guacamole if you want to take it another little step further. They do sell a cheese, a little bag of cheese at Kroger's that's called Mexican blend cheese. That might be a good choice. You could serve it in a tortilla if you wanted to. I like flour tortillas, but you could serve it however you like. And or take some of your Tostito chips and crunch them up and put them over top so you get like that crunchy texture on top. That might be nice. And of course, don't forget, you might want a little margarita or a Dos Equis if you're a beer drinking person. So let's get busy here. And now I think I'm going to turn it off of me and aim at the table here so you can see what I'm mixing up here. Okay? So you can kind of see the crock pot and see what we got going on over here. All right. Can you see the crock pot? Oh, there we go. There's the crock pot. It's in the shot. Okay. I'm in the shot a little bit. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to spray my crock pot. It's got a knife in there. I'm going to spray my crock pot with Pam, just because, you know what? When you go to clean this puppy, you want it to clean up easily. So I'm spraying my crock pot with Pam, and that'll help me later on in life. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put my chicken in. And I try as hard as I can not to touch this chicken with my hands, because I don't know if you know this or not, but poultry, it's got a lot of bacteria, germs. So you want to try really hard not to touch it, okay? And if you do touch it, it's not the end of the world. You just go wash your hands. Okay, we've learned a lot with this whole pandemic thing, haven't we, about washing our hands. Okay, so I got my chicken in there. And I'm going to tilt it down so you can see what we got going on there. Okay, can you see there? Okay, so the chicken's in there. And I'm trying, kids, I'm trying. Okay, then the next step, I'm going to put my taco seasoning on. And I like to have a scissors handy just because, you know how sometimes you tear it and then all the seasoning goes flying everywhere. So I'm sprinkling my taco seasoning, okay? So that's pretty easy. Then the next thing I'm going to put in, I have in this little strainer here. I don't know if you can see my strainer. The beans are in there and the corn is in there because I strained it, right? And I'm just going to pour that over top. I don't have to get fancy or decorative about it. I'm just dumping it in there. And then after that, I'm going to put my salsa. And I'm just going to pour my salsa over top. Okay, So there I am pouring my salsa over top. And we'll save that jar to the side so we can recycle it. I really am going to hold off on that cream cheese until later. So basically at this point, I'm going to put my lid on. Okay. I'm going to turn you back over here to me. I'm going to put my lid on. I'm going to sit it in the Crockpot base, and I'm going to cook it on low for 6 hours, and it is going to be delicious. I'm going to set a little timer on my phone that at the 5.5 hour mark, that's when I'm going to add that cream cheese. And but if you didn't have cream cheese, that's when you could add your Mexican blend cheese if you want to. So really, did you see how easy that was? I think we put it together, and honestly, if I hadn't been yapping at you, we could have put it together in 5 minutes. So I sure do hope you try it. I think it is delicious. I think your friends would really like it, and you could relax. This could be cooking. Set your table, get your margaritas ready, and it will be great. All right, thanks for tuning in. This is Not Your Roommate's Crockpot meal. Thanks.
Now that we've seen how the recipe will be prepared, here's the list of basic ingredients you'll need to recreate it in your own slow cooker. We hope this video was informative and helpful. Please make sure to complete an evaluation survey at nyfworkshops.com/evaluation. These evaluations will help us determine if this video series should continue and how we can improve the content of future workshops. Participants who complete at least 3 evaluations by May 22nd, 2020 will be entered into a raffle to win a $25 gift card. Looking to learn more life skills? Check out the rest of our videos. Please send any questions to nyfworkshops@gmail.com. Special thanks to the following individuals and organizations for providing the information and resources to make this video possible: